Hello, dear Aries. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to reach out and success just falls into their hands, while you, even after giving everything you've got, still feel money and opportunity slipping away? The truth is, the universe is always leaving hidden signs for you, and sometimes just a simple set of numbers written on your hand can unlock a door to prosperity you never thought possible. Today, we step into that journey together to uncover numbers that are not lifeless symbols, but living frequencies, carrying the power to guide Aries into abundance and success in 2025. The night sky is quiet. Silver moonlight spills softly across the earth, leaving behind a trail of shimmering glow, a gentle reminder that the universe is always whispering to us in its own secret language. That language doesn't just live in the stars or in the breath of the wind. It hides within numbers that may look lifeless, but in truth, each one carries a frequency, a vibration like keys that unlock the door between us and the infinite energy of the universe. On your search for prosperity and success, perhaps you've wondered why some people always seem to be in the right place at the right time. It's as if luck walks beside them at every turn. They touch something and opportunities bloom. But you, Aries, courageous as you are, even with all your effort, there are days you feel stuck in place. The answer doesn't lie only in effort or intelligence. It lies in resonance. When you haven't tuned yourself to the frequency of the universe, the flow of abundance may slip away from you, no matter how much you deserve it. Aries, you are the pioneer, the flame that opens the path for new journeys. Within you burns the fire of determination, faith, and action. Yet sometimes that very fire makes you forget a gentle truth. Prosperity doesn't always come from running faster. Sometimes it comes when you pause, when you listen, and let the universe guide your steps. And the numbers I am about to share with you are the very codes that let you touch that hidden rhythm. Picture each number as a note of music. Alone, it may sound simple, even ordinary. But together, in the right moment and in the right order, they create a melody, a symphony that carries your soul higher, lighter, into harmony with something greater than yourself. The universe is playing a song of abundance, and Aries, you have the right to hear it. You have the right to step into the role of musician in that song. All you need is to learn how to listen, how to recognize, and how to write those numbers on your hand, as if you were writing them into your heart, declaring, "I am ready." You may have believed that success only comes from endless effort, from sleepless nights, from trying a little harder, sacrificing a little more. But the truth is, sometimes success appears when you open your heart, when you allow yourself to move with the rhythm of the universe. Numbers themselves don't perform miracles. It's your faith, your alignment with the unseen energy that opens the door. So in this moment, I want to invite you to whisper to yourself, am I ready? Am I willing to tell the universe that I am worthy of prosperity, worthy of golden opportunities, worthy of a flow of abundance that lasts? And if your heart answers yes, then write it now. In the comments below, 3 simple words, I am ready. Because when you do, you leave more than just a mark in this world. You send a signal outward to the stars, to the numbers that are already vibrating, calling your name. And in the very moment you dare to say, I am ready, you are stepping into a deeper layer of this story. A place where you realize it is no accident that Aries is at the center of this secret. There is a sacred reason why your pioneering fire was chosen to hold the key to these numbers. When you close your eyes and return to your breath, you realize that every soul carries a mission that cannot be replaced. But for Aries, that mission often feels clearer, stronger, almost burning from the moment of birth. From the very beginning, you were given the flame of the pioneer, a light that urges you to open the way, to take the very first step into uncharted ground. It is no accident that sacred numbers choose you. They seek Aries because only you hold the courage, the stamina, the fire to turn them into a living current instead of letting them sleep in silence. In the language of astrology, Aries is like a doorway, a channel through which cosmic energy flows into the world. But in the faith of a child of God, Aries is also the torch lit by his hand to shine not only for yourself, but for others. You are the meeting point of action and faith. That strength has made you fearless in the face of challenge. Yet at times, that very strength makes you forget. Prosperity does not always come from taking one more step, fighting one more battle. It comes when you stop, when you listen, and when you open yourself to let the light of God and the rhythm of the universe move as one within you. I once met an Aries man. For years he worked tirelessly, day and night, always believing that if he just did more, he would receive more. But the harder he tried, the emptier his life felt. Until one day, when everything was about to collapse, he turned to faith. He sat in silence inside a church, listening to the echo of a hymn. And in that quiet moment, he realized that success is not born from endless struggle. It is born from aligning the soul with the Creator and with the vastness of the universe. From that day on, his work, his family, even his finances began to find their order again. Not because he did more, but because he believed more and lived more fully. Aries, this is your lesson too. Action is the gift you've been given, but listening is the key that turns action into blessing. You need both like wings to rise higher. With only one, you circle endlessly in exhaustion. But when you use both, you soar above mountains and see a light you once only dreamed of. There must be a pause in life, a sacred silence, where you place your hand on your heart and hear not only your own heartbeat, but the echo of the universe and the whisper of God. That moment reminds you, you are not alone. You are guided, always, by a greater light. And when you trust in that guidance, those sacred numbers become a bridge carrying you toward the abundance you were always meant to claim. So imagine yourself not only as a warrior of fire, but also as a vessel of light. Whenever you balance strength with stillness, action with listening, you become a river of healing energy flowing not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. You enrich not only your own life, but the heart of humanity. And then, when you truly understand that you are the channel through which energy flows, you may begin to wonder, if I am the vessel, then how will this energy enter me? From where will I receive it? The answer is not hidden in grand, distant places, but in something simpler, closer, in the hand you place over your heart every single day. The left hand has always held a secret, a mystery few ever pause long enough to listen to. Since ancient times, across many civilizations, this hand was seen as a bridge, a channel between the human and the unseen, between what the eyes can witness and what only the heart can feel. The right hand is tied to action, to grasping, to control, but the left hand, it has always been the symbol of receiving. It is the hand of open space, of flowing energy, of a heart ready to welcome grace. Like an empty vessel, waiting to be filled with blessings from above and from the universe that surrounds us. Aries, I want you to pause for a moment. Slowly place your left hand over your chest. Close your eyes. Let your breath grow deep and steady. Now listen, feel each heartbeat echoing within you. It is more than just a pulse of blood. It is the echo of your soul, the whisper of the universe reminding you, you are alive, you are here, you are connected. So many times in life, we rush past these moments that seem ordinary, and yet, right in the palm of your hand, there has always been a doorway leading you inward. The left hand is like a mirror of your subconscious. When you write sacred numbers upon it, you are not simply marking the skin. You are engraving a signal deep within your spirit. Your subconscious hears what you write, remembers what you believe, and magnifies what you dare to declare. And that is why, for Aries, writing on the left hand carries a power that should never be underestimated. It is a silent message carried upward saying, I am ready to receive the flow of abundance. Imagine your left hand as fertile soil. Every number you write is a seed. And when you place that hand over your heart, you water the seed with love, with faith, with whispered prayers. In time, the seeds sprout, growing into branches of prosperity, of opportunity, of joy. You don't need to force them. You don't need to push. Just plant, nurture with belief, and let the universe do the rest. In the light of faith, the left hand also brings to mind the image of Christ's arms outstretched in blessing. not grasping but offering, not holding back but giving freely. When you use your left hand, you are also learning to release, to let blessings flow in, to let love and opportunity find their way to you. It is the act of a humble heart knowing true prosperity is never earned by strength alone, but by grace and by harmony with the greater flow. And if in this very moment you are listening to these words, allow yourself a simple practice. Place your left hand upon your heart. Take a slow, deep breath and let every worry dissolve. Hear the sound of your heartbeat, not just yours, but like the ringing of a cosmic bell. And in that moment, notice how you become lighter, calmer, and somewhere deep inside, a new faith begins to bloom. And from that stillness, a question begins to rise. If the left hand is the doorway, what will happen when we write the sacred codes upon it? Which numbers hold the power to unlock this door and invite the river of prosperity to flow toward you? In the great current of the universe, there are numbers that do more than count. They guide. They shine like glowing stones along a dark path, helping the traveler not to lose the way, helping the heart to believe in miracles. For Aries, the year 2025 opens a special doorway, a place where 3 sacred numbers become the keys that bring you closer to the prosperity and success you've long desired. Picture the number 3 as a golden seed. Inside that tiny seed lies the spark of creativity, the promise of growth, and the power of endless expansion. Aries, you are the pioneer, always ahead, always searching for the new. Yet too often, your ideas remain in the mind, never fully born into the world. The number 3 arrives to remind you, creativity is not only a dream, it can become wealth, a project, a living source of life. When you write the number 3 on your hand, you are planting a seed. And that seed will rise into a tree, into a forest, into a sky filled with opportunities. Then comes the number 11, the number of awakening, standing tall like 2 beams of light at the crossroads of destiny. It is the lamp shining when you face a choice, unsure of the right path. Your intuition, Aries, is already as strong as fire. But with the number 11, that fire becomes a lighthouse. It helps you see the chances others overlook. It lets you hear the call of the future and gives you courage to step forward while others hesitate. Writing the number 11 is a declaration to the universe. I am ready to be guided. I am ready to follow the light and walk the road where I truly belong. And finally, the number 88, the number of endurance, of an infinite river of wealth. 2 8s side by side, like the endless loop of time, like a river that never stops flowing. This is the number honored by those who seek stability and lasting prosperity, for it carries the promise of abundance that endures. When you write 88 upon your hand, you are not inviting only momentary luck. You are opening a golden stream that will flow through your life without end. It is the assurance that what you build will not vanish quickly, but will stand firm like an old tree, offering shade to generations that come after. 3 numbers, 3, 11, and 88, each with its own strength when standing alone. But when they are joined as 31,188, they become a sacred code. No longer random, but a gateway into a new reality. A reality where you no longer chase success, but success begins to chase you. 31,188 is not just numbers. It is a melody, a hymn of the universe, carrying you through uncertain days, whispering that you are ready, that it is time to live in abundance. Imagine this: every morning as you rise, you write this code upon your left hand. And when you look down, you don't just see ink. You see a covenant with yourself that you are strong enough, creative enough, determined enough. A covenant with the universe that you are open, not hiding, not doubting. And a covenant with God that you trust His grace, and you believe that all good things can come to those who keep their hearts wide open. Aries, you have faced many trials, and at times you may have thought that strength in action was everything. But 31,188 comes to remind you, true power is not in endless running. It is in knowing when to pause, when to listen, and when to trust in a greater design. From that place, money, opportunities, and peace will find their way to you like birds flying home after a long journey. And when these three numbers have become a part of you, a quiet question will rise, gentle yet heavy with meaning. How do you awaken their full strength? How do you turn the act of writing them into an energy ritual instead of just another passing habit? Morning is the most sacred moment of the day. When the first light of dawn touches the earth, the world still feels quiet, untouched. The mind has not yet been pulled into the noise of daily life. And it is in that stillness that the purest energy of the universe can reach you. For Aries, this is the golden hour, the perfect time to begin the ritual of writing the sacred numbers on your hand. Because in this hour, every breath, every thought is as clear as a blank page. Now imagine holding a pen in your hand. The color you choose is not random. Red is the color of fire, of life itself, of the courage born within Aries. It is the color of action, the color of blood running through your veins, reminding you that you are alive, moving forward. Gold is the color of the sun, of prosperity, of eternal light. It carries the frequency of joy, of abundance, of blessings that last. When you write with red or gold, you are doing more than marking a symbol. You are carving a prayer into your own skin, turning your body into a living altar where the universe meets the soul. Write slowly. Let every stroke of the pen sink not only into the surface, but into the depths of your subconscious. When you write the number 3, let your mind see seeds breaking through the soil, small ideas turning into projects, into opportunities, into streams of money. When you write the number 11, imagine 2 pillars of light rising before you, guiding you through the night, leading you onto the right path. And when you write the number 88, close your eyes, see a golden river flowing endlessly, carrying with it stability, peace, and lasting prosperity. But this ritual is not only an outward act. It is a conversation, a dialogue with your own heart, with the universe, and with God. As you write the numbers, whisper to yourself, I am ready. I will not run anymore. I trust in grace. I trust in light. I believe I am worthy. This is not a game of chance. It is a conscious choice, a sacred covenant that you will live fully, open your heart, and receive the good that is already on its way. Aries, you are a soul of action, and this ritual is the highest form of symbolic action. It shows that you are no longer just dreaming, you are stepping forward. The numbers on your hand will remind you through the day, I have planted the seed, I have spoken my truth, I have placed my faith. And each time your eyes fall upon your hand, let it remind you, you are already in the flow of abundance and the universe is doing its part to lead you onward. And this is also the moment to give, to try it for yourself. Begin today. Write the numbers as dawn awakens and afterward share your experience in the comments. Every story shared becomes a wave of energy, a ripple that spreads, not only helping you, but helping other Aries walking beside you to feel the power of community. And once you have walked through this ritual, once the numbers on your hand become a bridge between you and prosperity, a new awareness will rise within you. That true power does not come from one attempt, but from devotion, from making faith your daily breath. And it is here, in this rhythm of time and repetition, that we discover an even deeper secret, the key that opens the lasting gates of blessing. In the journey of a human life, there are moments so brief and yet powerful enough to change everything. 21 days, it may sound small, but it is the span of time in which the mind and the heart can learn to move to a new rhythm. Scientists have long said the brain needs at least 21 days to form a habit. But in the language of the spirit, 21 days is more than habit. It is reprogramming. It is the sacred process of turning a repeated act into a lasting current of energy, carrying you closer to the prosperity you've been longing for. Aries, you are the flame of the pioneer, and fire only shines when it is fed again and again. If you write the sacred numbers once, it may be a spark, a flash of light. But if you write them every day for 21 days in a row, that spark becomes a torch. Each morning, when the ink touches your skin, it is not just a mark being drawn. It is belief being carved deeper. It is a declaration spoken again. It is a vibration the universe hears more clearly with every repetition. I believe money never comes through worry. Worry builds walls, it blocks the flow of blessing. Money comes when you are consistent, when you hold an unshakable faith that you are worthy. Consistency is not force, it is gentle persistence. Each day you write 31,188, you plant another seed. And when 21 seeds are planted, a garden appears. In that garden, faith becomes shade, gratitude becomes water, and prosperity blossoms as sweet fruit. Pause with me on this thought. Have you ever truly thanked the universe for what you already have? For the breath in your lungs, for a simple meal, for the embrace of someone you love? Gratitude may not make you rich in an instant, but it opens the door for good things to find you. Like a smile given to a stranger on the street, you may never know that smile could save them from a dark day. Gratitude is the strongest language the universe understands. And when you join it with repetition, with 21 days of devotion, that energy doubles, then triples, until it becomes a river that cannot be stopped. Imagine this. Every morning you write the numbers, place your hand over your heart and whisper, "I am grateful. I am grateful for this new day. I am grateful that I am alive. I am grateful that blessings are already on their way." In that moment, you are no longer just an Aries chasing wealth. You become a sower of light for the world around you. And the miracle is this: when you give that energy away, the universe returns it to you twice, 3 times over, often in ways you never expected. If you are truly ready to challenge yourself, let these 21 days become a promise. Write in the comments, "I commit to 21 days." See it not only as a promise to me, not only to the community listening here, but as a declaration sent straight into the heavens, a signal that you are ready to reprogram your life. And when those days have passed, when faith has turned into habit, you will realize the most important thing was never the number written on your hand. It is the transformation within your soul. From a seeker, you become a receiver. From a heart weighed down by worry, you become a heart rooted in trust. And when persistence and gratitude intertwine, the door of prosperity is no longer far away. It opens wide, right in front of you. And from that moment, another awareness rises, soft as a breeze. What happens when this faith continues to flow, not just for 21 days, but for the whole of your life? Dear Aries, it is time to release the belief that you must keep running, chasing every chance, every dollar. Money is not an enemy, and it is not a prize given to punish or reward. It is simply energy, and energy always returns to the place that vibrates in harmony with its own frequency. When you live in alignment, when your heart is open, when you let your inner fire burn in rhythm with the universe, then money and opportunity come to you as naturally as a river flowing into the sea. You no longer need to cling or chase. You need only to be yourself, proud, creative, resilient, and the flow of abundance will find its way and remain with you. I want you to imagine yourself as a river, not rushing, not competing, simply moving with patience, carrying silt, carrying life, carrying goodness to every land it touches. When you become that river, you begin to understand the power of giving and receiving. The water never asks the ocean, "Will you accept me?" It simply flows, and the sea embraces it completely. And so it is with you. When you open your heart, the doors of prosperity open on their own, and you are welcomed into the vast embrace of the universe. Thank you for walking with me through this journey. From numbers that seemed lifeless to whispered prayers, from doubt in the beginning to faith ignited in your heart, every step you have taken is a reminder that you are not alone, that there is a rhythm guiding you, and that you are worthy of living a life of fullness. May you, brave Aries, always be surrounded by light, by luck, and by complete success in the year ahead. And above all, may your heart never forget this truth: prosperity is not a destination. It is the river you have already become.